Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor's Bold and Beautiful return left me with a whole lot of questions, including why. Meanwhile, the Logan women were kinda out of control. Steffi did her damnedest to rain on everyone's cortege, and Brooke broke the internet. There's a lot to talk about, so let's dive in. When Bold and Beautiful showed a riddle woman watching Brooke and Ridge from a distance, we jokingly suggested it might be Taylor. Little did we know that the coming day, we'd be proven right. What followed was maybe the most ridiculous introduction scene in history. I kinda suspected we might be in for a rough lift when Steffi's phone chimed and the frequenter ID read Dr. Taylor Hayes, Mom. What followed was a competition to see whether Steffi or Taylor could say the word mama more frequently. But by far, the winning line of dialogue went to newbie Rebecca Budig, who, as Taylor, got to say, "I love you, my son. I love you, Steffi. Mama's coming home." The occasion should have come with a disclaimer reading, "No actors were hurt by the dropping anvils." I'm going to assume that when the scripts were written, the show hadn't yet decided whether or not to go the whole. The part of Taylor Hayes is now being played by Rout. Which of course, they eventually did, rendering the scenes which followed indeed more hysterically funny. For months, it sounded as if Bold and Beautiful had absolutely no idea what to do with Brooke and Ridge. They reunited in Italy, declared their undying love and also nada. Guess having tied the knot roughly 436 times, they aren't in any hurry to marry again. Turns out, the Penns really didn't know what to do with this brace unless it involved Taylor. I'm willing to go that any day now, Brooke and Ridge will advertise plans to marry. Because while there was no reason for them to rush down the aisle before, Taylor's presence on the oil will change that. Tete-a-tete, I'd love it if the show threw Taylor into a new love. Let's chemistry test Budig around the oil before throwing her back into the triangle from hell. But I suppose we all know that AI ain't gonna be. When it comes to the Bold and Beautiful followership, utmost observers feel to fall into one of two camps. They're moreover #Team Logan or #Team Forrester. Neither side cares for the other important, and both love to trash talk the other. Both the on-screen feud and the off-screen addict wars can come tiresome, but it's also exactly what detergents thrive on. People are invested in their favorite characters to the point where they will happily call anyone who doesn't see effects their way prejudiced. Because I boat stories not couples, I've been indicted of bias by both sides, which is sort of ironic when you suppose about it. That said, this once week I kinda understood why some observers have a hate-on for the Logan sisters. I mean, Katie's handling around telling anyone who'll hear that Bill has shacked up with a killer. The wholeness of Forrester Creations seems to calculate on Brooke dealing undies, and Hope spent the week either declaring her mama the rescuer of them all or featuring about Steffi's hubby. To be fair, Steffi wasn't exactly a treat, glooming her way through the Brooks bedroom donation and taking every occasion possible to play down Brooks' not insignificant part in the success of Forrester. She was right, still, to say that everybody talking about the launch would mean nothing unless and until deals backed up that excitement, which it soon did. As Steffi and Hope were bickering, I kinda wanted them to break into a spirited rendition of the song "What Is This Feeling" from the Broadway show and forthcoming movie, Wicked. Hear to the lyrics in the interpretation below, as performed by an unlovable group of girls, and you'll understand why. The business of pleasure, let's talk about this big Brooks bedroom launch, shall we? It struck me as odd that they gathered all those journalists, but didn't have a big screen on which they could watch the videotape. Rather, they all had to take out their phones in order to view the, say it with me now, social media drop. And yet latterly, Brooke and Ridge were seen in a lovely roof, with a big screen behind them running the promo on a circle. Weirder still, Brooke made her little speech, also she and Ridge wandered off to spoon and compliment themselves, fully ignoring the gathered media. Until latterly, when suddenly all of those gathered had cameras and questions. Let's just say that durability is Aunt Bold and Beautiful's strong suit. Dear Poppy, the other big story this week involved the letters mysteriously showing up in Luna and Poppy's apartment. We've been told that the mama and son have always been extremely close, yet Luna sure was quick to charge Poppy of murder. Meanwhile, rather than calling RJ, should Aunt Luna have perhaps called the police? Meanwhile, the show has a bit of an Il Giardino problem. However, why do they continue to go there? Only moments after Brooke literally asked, "What's going on with the deaths at Il Giardino, if everyone thinks that Sheila, or someone differently, is killing people at the restaurant. J. Scurrying there for a pizza, as if there aren't any other places in city to get a pie. At the veritably least, they could have had it delivered. I wish they'd relaunched Brooke's bedroom with the watchword Forever Brooke, which would have only been a great announcement crusade but would play into the fact that it's been a couple decades since the line was launched. I also wish that, in keeping with the spirit of empowering women, they'd had Brooke be the face of the line, but girdled her by women of all colors, shapes, and periods. Talk about a missed occasion. When Katie told those assembled to watch the promo that she had commodity of a particular nature to Bandy, I allowed. Perhaps she was going to tell everyone that she and Carter had broken up. But nope. It's weird that a show which loves repeating effects over and over has only made brief, passing reference to the end of that relationship. Liam Spencer will meet up with Will Spencer for a mess at Il Giardino, which is good since Deacon Sharp could really use the business right now. Will's going to spend some time catching up with his big family, so his discussion with Liam will naturally include the content of Bill Spencer's new gal. After Will admits he has some dubieties about Poppy Nozawa, he'll confess that he has some dubieties about Luna Nozawa as well. Despite the DNA test results, Will may express concern over whether Bill is potentially getting duped. Other B&B spoilers say Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will show up at Bill's house with further than just a proposition. Baker easily did some digging after Katie Logan's phone call, so he'll contend he has substantiation and will leave Poppy reeling. In addition to Tom Starr's pack, there'll be commodity differently that Baker offers up as evidence. Baker will have an substantiation bag with what appears to be some type of jewelry or button outside, so he'll use it to tie Poppy to the crimes. Poppy will roar that she didn't do anything wrong, but Baker wouldn't have slogged in with evidence if he was going to let this go. It seems like Baker will be ready to make an arrest, so Poppy may horrify if she's led down and bind. Bill will presumably defend Poppy and rip into Katie for pointing the cutlet at her, but Katie will feel like Bill needs to wake up and see how dangerous Poppy is. On a happier note, there'll be a big party passing at the Forrester Manse on August 13th, and the fun will unmask over into the August 14th occasion, too. Danny Romalotti and Christine Blair will appear in this The Young and the Restless crossover event, so it'll be great to see the two detergents collide. Since Danny has been on a world stint with Christine by his side, he'll deliver a rockstar surprise at this bash to celebrate Brooke's bedroom. Danny will sing and get everyone dancing, so some cute scenes are on the way. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say the week of August 12th to 16th will bring some shocking news and wild moments, so stick with us for further twist prognostications and updates on all the excitement.